The room was dark, too dark for a child. Eli was awake. He could hear breathing. It wasn't his. The breathing was coming from under the bed, slow, wet, patient. Eli whispered for his mother. The breathing whispered back. And it knew his name. Safe. But Eli's town was silent. No balloons, no laughter. Only wind dragging leaves across empty streets. Eli sat on his bed. His feet didn't touch the floor because the floor felt occupied. The house was old, the kind that listens, walls that remember voices, doors that never fully close. Eli's parents were downstairs, talking, laughing, pretending nothing was wrong. At exactly 9:11 p.m. every year, the town went quiet. Eli noticed the calendar first. Children's Day was circled in red every year, but no one celebrated it. At school, desks were empty. Teachers avoided eye contact. One desk had scratches on it, deep, like fingernails trying to escape. Eli asked where the other children were. The teacher smiled too late and answered too softly. They already went home. But their shoes were still under the desks. At night, Eli heard counting from the walls. 1, 2, 3. Always stopping at 7, always whispered by children's voices. Eli was 8, under his bed, on the walls, inside his backpack, stick figures holding hands. One figure always crossed out. The crossed out one was always last. The mirror changed. Not his reflection. The room behind him. More children, standing still, watching, smiling without blinking. At 9:11 p.m., they breathed together. Eli's parents stopped asking questions, they stopped locking doors, they stopped saying his name. His mother tucked him in one night. Her hands were shaking. She whispered, "Don't answer if they call you. Even if they sound like us." Hidden beneath the school, Children's Day wasn't a celebration, it was a replacement. Every year, 7 children disappeared. No bodies, no reports, only silence. The town believed in balance. Happiness demanded payment. And children were easiest to convince. Eli counted the names. 6 were crossed out. 1 was blank. His name fit perfectly. The breathing returned, but it wasn't under the bed anymore. It was inside his chest. The whispers weren't calling him, they were thanking him. Because Eli had already agreed, years ago, when he was 7. He just forgot. The mirror smiled before he did. The child's name was Noah. He was 6, too young to understand silence. The room smelled like dust and old paper, like something unopened for years. Noah lay frozen, eyes wide open, listening. Breathing. Slow. Close. Too close. From under the bed, Noah pulled the blanket over his head. The blanket moved, just a little. As if something underneath was breathing with him. "Mom?" His voice cracked. The room answered, not loudly, not quickly, but kindly. "Don't look yet." Noah's heart began to race. Children don't understand fear. They feel it first. The clock ticked. 9:11 p.m. exactly. The breathing stopped. Silence stretched. Then fingers touched the mattress. Slow. Careful. Like learning the shape of him. Noah bit his lip. He didn't scream, because something told him screaming was how it starts. The voice returned. Closer now. Friendlier. "You're safe," it said. Everyone says that at first. Noah's door creaked open. No footsteps, no shadow, just the smell of cold air. The room felt crowded, even though nothing was there. Noah whispered, "Who are you?" The answer came from the ceiling, from the walls, from inside the bed frame. "We are the ones who stayed." Noah squeezed his eyes shut. When he opened them, the room was full. Children stood shoulder to shoulder, bare feet, gray faces, smiles stretched too wide. They were all watching him. One child stepped forward, an older boy, hollow eyes, familiar voice. "Happy Children's Day," Eli said. Noah tried to move. He couldn't. The bed felt like hands, holding him down. Not rough, not kind, just certain. Eli knelt beside him. The mattress didn't sink. "I cried too," Eli whispered. "They all do." Noah shook his head. Tears soaked the pillow. "I want my mom." Eli smiled gently. "That's why this works." The walls began to whisper, names, dates, years, every Children's Day before this one. Noah heard children laughing, far away, like it was happening in another town. The mirror cracked, just once. No reflection left inside it. Eli stood up. The other children stepped closer. Their mouths opened, but no sound came out. Eli leaned down one last time. His voice was barely a breath. "Don't worry," he said. "You won't remember screaming." The light went out. Not darkness, absence. Downstairs, Noah's parents laughed. A balloon popped. Music played. Children's Day had begun. Upstairs, the bed was empty. The town celebrated the next morning. Balloons, laughter, music. A new calendar was hung in Eli's room. Children's Day circled in red. A new child woke up that night, in a dark room, hearing breathing under the bed. And Eli whispered back, "It's okay." Eli said softly, "You only disappear once."